Well, I'm glad that there was a typo on the piece of paper with the information I had tonight. I'm glad that I found out right before I came on who you actually were, because I was expecting a bunch of very masculine-looking women with crew cuts and suspenders and flannel shirts. I thought it was a women's loggers convention. I'm glad to know where I am and who I'm with. I just wanted to take a minute to thank you all for allowing me to be here tonight. This is probably one of the most important groups of people that I think we can have the opportunity to play for because of the nature of what y'all do. You reach a lot of people and you make a lot of things happen. And I like that. I like people who do that, but especially women who do that. I lost my mother when I was 13, but my mother was a judge, and she was a Jewish woman from New York City who decided to move me to. She's reaching everywhere here. She was happy with this. She was raised in my bed. And she's a very strong woman. And although I only knew her for 13 years, I had the benefit of meeting my sister, who is now in the United States Army. She also is she's got 2 medical degrees. She's a psychiatrist and a doctor of internal medicine. So another strong woman. Then I met my wife, who I've been with for 20 years. I didn't say I didn't cheat. I just I've been with her for 20 years. It's not like I'm Tiger Woods. And she's a very strong woman who gave birth to 3 future strong women, my 3 daughters. We have 3 dogs that are all female. My manager, who is from Jamaica, she really is from Jamaica. She has her CPA from Cornell and her law degree from Harvard, and is a brilliant woman. I'm surrounded by very strong, brilliant women. And when I found out that I was going to be speaking to you all tonight, it really hit home with me because you all make things happen. And I wouldn't say this if there were a lot of men in the audience, but I'll say it in front of you. We all know who runs things. We all know who communicates. And I've learned from that my whole life. And one of the things that I've learned is that you can't do it without a sense of community and without a community of people around you, just like you are among this incredible bloggers community. We feel the same way about our community in New Orleans. Now, I'm not going to go into a big spiel about Katrina because we all know what happened, but the benefit, and there were many benefits out of the tragedy of Katrina, the great benefit of our purpose as a community was that we formed the Musicians Village in New Orleans. And it just goes to show you that even a dumb guy who's a piano player can do something if he just says, we need to make something happen. It doesn't take that much. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't take a government to do it. It takes a couple of phone calls to your friends saying, what can we do to help? Now we have 80 houses that have been built in the land. 80% of those homes are inhabited by musicians and their families. Now, when I was a young kid, I go down to the French Quarter and sit in with the greats. That's getting a little harder to do now because musical tastes are changing and a lot of the people left after the hurricane. But 2 of the guys that I'm standing with up here, Calvin and Nobu, are actually living in the village. Now, you might be one of the youngest guys, but you have the youngest guys. How old are you? 24. I guess Chuck is probably yours, right? Chuck Benjamin? Yeah. Well, it's an incredibly diverse, wonderful group of people that live there, and it is going to ensure that our tradition of music in New Orleans will continue. And I think it was last week they broke ground on the center, and it's the Ellis Marsalis Center for Music. And I want to see that. She's up. I was trying to figure out what the hell you're doing. No time. You're looking just a little weird. I know we got some people affected by the storm here tonight. I want to thank you for being here. And I want to just say the whole continue to play. We would not, this is an amazing world, and there's a lot of technology out there, and I have 3 daughters, and I know that it can get real dangerous sometimes, but it's a constant battle. At my house, I don't know if y'all have kids around my kids' ages, but you're using it for the right reasons, and you're getting stuff done, and we are honored to be here for you tonight. So thank you very much.